Hello everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday season. I thought today would be a perfect day to come on here and share with you my entire vision boarding process. I have not done a vision board video in forever, but vision boards have been a very important part of my journey. I did my first one in 2007 and everything changed in my life. Oh my goodness. So I typically have 3 or 4 different vision boards that I do throughout the year. And at any given time, I also have multiple vision boards. So for example, I have my one main one, which I'm going to be building out and explaining to you today. And then I have a wardrobe vision board that helps set my mood for my closet, my identity, and the kind of effect I'm wanting to have with my wardrobe. And then I have one with my husband that is kind of like our couple goals. And we've been doing this for 5 or 6 years, and it's been really, really transformative for our relationship. Then I also have one in my home gym. So this is my home gym, and that's where I have my vision board that goes with the gym. I haven't updated that actually in I think a year or 2, so I might update that as well and put more imaging on there. I put that picture with the red dress because I literally have that red dress and I wanted really, really toned arms, and I feel like I'm like getting there, or possibly even there already with my arms. Like I've really changed up my arms. So this is the gym vibe in here. I'll say hi to you. Hi. And this is my view. It's such a nice, gorgeous view from here. We've got our outdoor kitchen and just a gorgeous view. So it's really fun working out in this new environment. It's much larger than the gym in our previous home for sure. And that is for my body goals and how I want to feel in my body. So it is okay for you to have multiple vision boards. I also have a 5D vision boarding process where I take my vision board and turn it into a 5D manifestation, which I'll teach you at the end of this training. Okay, so first and foremost, step number 1 is I always start with some kind of a meditative process, doing one of my meditations, which I teach you guys in many of my courses, and then I write out what I'm identifying with, what are my desires, and where I'm wanting to go in my life. So I do this before I go and like choose magazines or anything, because a lot of people think that you're supposed to be influenced by what's in the magazines, but I want the magazines to be influenced by what's in my heart. So I want to write that process out first. So I go ahead and write that out. Something interesting happened this year that's a little bit different. I typically make my vision boards in August. Typically by August, I've manifested pretty much everything and then some for that year's vision board, and then I have to do another one in August. And this year was so much of a quantum leap for me, like biggest of my life, that I moved into this mansion and then never got a chance to go to the store. I've been saying, oh, I have to go get more magazines. So I would write out my desires and like put off going to get the magazine, and then I would end up manifesting the thing anyways. So for example, I had written out my desires to have, what was the first one? I can't remember the exact order, but I think it was, first one was, I don't remember, but one of them was my dream car. Then I wanted to have this next level car. Well, I never got to go to the store and get the magazine. It manifested. And then another one I had was hitting my first 7-figure month. Well, I never got to go to the store and get the magazines. It manifested before I could make the vision board. The third one was I wanted to make Thinkific's, that's the platform we use for our courses, #1 seller. I've been #2 for quite some time. I made #1 before I got to put in my vision board. So this year, the manifesting energies have been exponential. And so by the time I was like, okay, I have to like set out my desires for 2023. And then I went out and bought the magazines that would work with that. So step number 1, go ahead and journal and get your heart's desires onto paper. This should not be this is not a mental process. This is an energetic process, not what you should be manifesting, not what makes sense, but what is actually in the deepest, chorus, like part of your soul should be what you're manifesting, okay? So put that away. second part is to go get the magazines. I will tell you, this is probably going to be my most expensive vision board I've ever done, because at the higher and higher level that you go, you need more niche down magazines. I don't know why, that's been my experience. I used to be able to just use any old magazines lying around at my home when I wasn't dreaming big in my life previously. And now that I'm at a higher level, like, it's harder to go and like seek out those magazines. In fact, I had my husband print out some of the things because I just couldn't find the images in the magazines. So this year when I checked out with the magazine, it was $144 worth of magazines. And I was like, I'm pretty sure that's the most money I've ever spent on magazines. So that's step number 2. So we've got some interesting ones. I found this one, which I thought was really cool. I've had it in my heart this year that I want to start traveling to more sacred places and hopefully even have my in-person intensives in more sacred places. And so, by the way, we're having our next one live on January 15th and 16th, and I'm super excited. We have over 30 people that have signed up for that, and I can't wait to meet you guys in person. And that one's called Rebirth. So I found this magazine. I'm like, awesome, they've got all of the sacred places already listed out. So that was one of the ones I got. I also got Forbes magazine. We receive Fortune magazine at home. I don't get Forbes, so I picked this up. I got another, this is the world's most beautiful places, amazing places. This had a lot of beautiful imagery in it, like really luxurious images. So I just got a whole bunch of magazines. You can obviously print out stuff as well. Now let's actually get to the vision board part. I reuse my vision boards, and there is a very intentional kind of a reason that I do that. I feel like I'm stacking on the blessings. Now, there have been some years where I just felt like I just knew in my heart that I needed to like wipe the slate clean and start fresh. And I certainly listen to my heart and do that. If there's one thing I'm the queen of, it is listening to my heart. So I do that. But this year, I feel like it's time to keep layering. This is the vision board that I started off with. So this vision board was created, I believe, in September of 2021 for the rest of 2021 and the beginning part of 2022. So it's got some travel places on it. It's got a whole bunch of stuff on it. All of this stuff manifested. I have not traveled. I traveled in 1 year as much as I've probably traveled my entire life combined this year in 2021. So all of this manifested. So then by May of 2022, this was like obsolete. It was like done with, okay? So then I created this vision board. I believe it was May. Yes, May 2022. And this vision board has images of this mansion, which at that time I didn't even know existed. This house was found in such a magical way, and it was honestly like God hijacked my brain and my heart and created this mansion from the ground up. And the eerie thing is, my kids can't get over this, but if you look at the images of this board, it is exactly like this house, like exactly. It's as if I moved into this house, took pictures of it, and put it on my vision board. So May is when I created this vision board. June is when we closed on this house. We found this house in June. We started house hunting, found this house the second day, put an offer on it, moved in, closed in June, done. So since June, when we moved in here, to now, December, I was just kind of like waiting to go magazine shopping, writing things down in my book and in my journal, and didn't get to the store. Been busy settling in and manifesting other things. So what I want to do now is I want to build this year's vision board 2023 on top of this. This is a process that really makes me feel like I'm stacking on my blessings, and there will be years that you might not resonate with that. There's definitely years where I was like, we need to start fresh. Where I get these boards from are when we have large deliveries come into our house. Like if you buy a TV or a piece of furniture or a really large Amazon box, My husband will cut these out because he knows my family's, we go through a lot of vision boards in this family. We're all vision boarders. And so he saves these for us in the garage. And then every time someone needs a new board, they just go in there and grab it. But I use mine, like I said, several years before I need a new one. This year, I'm definitely stacking on the blessings. So then I go ahead and put the new vision board on. Now, this is a process that I typically do with my family. My kids love doing this with me. So I'm going to save that process for them. But here is what I will share with you. After I'm done with the board, then I usually have it by, it's messy, but I'll show you. Oh my God, I should have cleaned that up before I show you. It goes right there where I do my makeup in my master suite right here so that I see it all the time. And so we have different places where we put our different vision boards. Then I take the energy of this 2D vision board into the 3D, 4D, 5D. And so I will use this vision board to start transforming my house, my environment, my energy, and my identity. And I will take inspiration from the board after I've created it and then say, well, the person that would already have this life, the person that would already have the items on this life, who would she be? And so that's a journaling prompt that you can use. Who would she be? How would she act? What would she eat? What would she wear? What would be her mindsets? What would be her core belief systems? What kind of car would she drive? What kind of outfits would she wear? What kind of purse would she carry? And then I would start transforming the outside of me using that vision board. That's why I say that my home, my purse, my car, everything in my house is actually a vision board. And by this transformative process, I completely change my identity. I get rid of the old 80% of me, keep the 20% that still resonates with the new identity, and then go all into that 20% and add in whatever I need to add in. And that is my entire manifestation process. Of course, there's a lot of inner work that goes into that. I am big on affirmations, I am statements. I'm huge on journaling every day, taking on the identity of this new version that I'm becoming, channeling my quantum self and meditation, visualization techniques. So of course, there's many more things that I do, but the process always starts out by writing out and then building out my vision board. I also refer to my vision board as my prayer board. To me, it is literally praying into existence my next level self and just aligning with it now using this process. So if you have enjoyed this video, please give this a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new here, and let me know if you are doing a vision board for 2023, and perhaps share one thing that will be going into your 2023 vision board. For me, I'll share one of mine. I am completely rebranding myself and my company, which is an extension of my soul, into the top 1% woman. And that is something that will be going on my vision board this year, that I want to work with the top 10% women and take them into the top 1% as I have done with myself. So I'm super excited to be manifesting with you in 2023. Happy holidays, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. The bubbies working on gingerbread house. So I hope wherever you are in the United States or anywhere else that you're warm and safe. We're getting really unusually cold temperatures here in Houston. It's going to get down to about 18 degrees, and I'm just saying a little prayer for everyone out there and for my landscaping, because I know that these plants are not used to these unusually cold temperatures, but just sending loving energy to all of you guys, including my landscaping, my beautiful plants. I don't remember if I've ever showed you guys the fish. I know I'm always showing on Instagram, but I can't remember if I've ever showed you on YouTube. Hi, Baba. Here's Baba. Look at them, look how happy. Hi, Theo. I see you. It's the view from upstairs. This is the view from our master bedroom. I don't know if I ever showed you guys this. It's so gorgeous.